let the plug introduce to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury,
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10, right at the 40. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Running on 1st down, Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., 26 yards. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Chargers 3.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go.
They'll run with Cook. maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Chargers 3.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Cousins now. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown there. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, this is blocked. Now the Chargers have it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40. The 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's what people... realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 60 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Vikings! Herb Smith Jr. already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. On first down, it's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gordon. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A first down throw for Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Cousins gives way to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play running back because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, Justin Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage. Turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this one is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers, now when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Herbert now. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, Steamer! Gun! Clark! Hey, we're good!
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, to be frank, Cini, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He finds his target, Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, CD always a little extra excited.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with it.